And time for our Business of the Week. Today we're going to the Crystal Clinic. And my goodness, their procedures and help has really increased during the pandemic with all sorts of different procedures. And kind enough to join us this morning is Dr. Diulus from the Crystal Clinic. And doctor, when we talk about procedures, so many things with Zooms and people taking care of plastic surgery procedures, I imagine a big uptake in the amount of programs and cases and certainly operations that you're undertaking.
Very true, very true. Again, with the face being ever present on these Zoom meetings, we do see a lot of the procedure-type plastic surgery being more frequent, like Botox and fillers, things like that. But again, at Crystal Plastics, we do the full entire scope of plastic surgery. So it's not just cosmetic surgery, it's also reconstructive in nature too. So that's like breast reconstruction after cancer. A lot of patients will have like the very common skin cancers like squamous cell, basal cell, and melanoma. We do reconstruction after that as well too.
Well, we'll get into that a little bit because that probably affects a lot more listeners than people might realize, Lou.
Well, yeah, it really does. Skin cancer is one of the most common cancers around. If we live long enough, you're going to get a skin cancer. It just happens, unfortunately, with all of the UV damage we get from the sun. And a lot of times these cancers are in places where, people see a lot, so your face, things like that. And, we help really make those scars as limited visibility as possible and try and make the reconstruction, very nice looking for these patients with these tough problems.
With us is Dr. Lou Diulus, again with the Crystal Clinic, and certainly talking up about procedures, plastic surgery and such, that we've seen a lot more cases. Let me ask you this. People come into the office, Lou, and they want to get a certain procedure done. Are there qualifications? What is the Q&A back and forth to make sure it is right or good for them? Talk about that sit-down consultation.
Well, the first thing is most important is the person you're going to go and see. So the patient should really do their research on who they're going to have do surgery on them. Now, again, just don't look at their internet, website. You need to make sure that this is a qualified, experienced surgeon with board certification. Those are really important factors whenever you're deciding on your surgeon. After that, again, as far as coming in for the office visit, at Crystal Plastics, we really individualize our treatment to that patient. So again, we see what their concerns and their problems that they have that they want addressed, and then we focus on those problems for that individual patient to make sure that at the end of the day they're really happy and get a great operation to make them feel much more comfortable with who they are.
In today's world, Lou, let me ask you this. These procedures, strictly cosmetic, need, medical, is it all of the above? Because in doing some reading, preparing for our conversation, these procedures, these plastic surgery, and I know they get lumped under that one big umbrella.
Yeah.
I call them procedures. They're at an all-time high right now.
As far as, again, there's two kind of ways you think about plastic surgery. A lot of in the public, they think of plastic surgery as just cosmetic, when in all truth, it's really not. We do a ton of reconstruction. Again, as I was saying earlier, with breast cancer. So with breast cancer, reconstruction is very important. Insurance covers this. The real key with that, too, is a lot of times your breast cancer surgeon refers you to the plastic surgeon that they deal with. And a lot of times it's not the most experienced, it's not the most qualified surgeon, so you really have to do your own research, be your own patient advocate, and really look to see who is the most experienced surgeon, who is doing these operations the most. Those sort of things are really important for the patient, and a lot of patients don't know that. They just kind of go where the referring provider suggests, and don't do that hardcore research to make sure they're going to the best surgeon out there.
Our Business of the Week, again, Crystal Clinic, and we're talking with